is a sack of rocks. There might even be a few in here. I've got to stop picking up every little thing. Ease your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap. Be sure to keep your wits about you.
What a fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Unbelievable. With this, my magics are yours to wield. Magics are at your disposal. At first glance, it seems impassable, but unless I am mistaken, an alternate path is close at hand. What means Rockmaster? Goblins!
Let us see what you're made of.
Your staring arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Shall we be off? We've a report to make.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well, well. That's quite a discovery.
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
Well, let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our picky... at market and toss them aside.
Full glad I am to see the sky again.
No tale of adventure would be complete without a good cave.
That's just what I was thinking.
I'll wager I could make that shot. Be sure to aim true.
It's no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Be they friend? Clearly not. A decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters. Resting when and where you can is a long journey.
This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
Forgive me, Arisen. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
So it goes.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Count on me to keep you safe. Over so soon?
We'll want to make it over there, but how to close the distance? If we grab hold of our foe in flight, might it not carry us where we want to go?
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
Ears pricked. It will be difficult to pinpoint distant foes by sight alone. Breakstone shards are treasures to be prized, though only when made whole can they work their magic.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
distant! Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me! No! I'll wager I could make that shot. Be sure to aim true.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead. Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
That wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way.
What's this all about?
What a bother.
Vernworth is in our sights at last. Perhaps we might wander the streets for a time, till we've regained our strength. I knew it to be so.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating.
Right, though no definitive records remain.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Why are you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening.
Uh-huh. There's something written here. It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah! I see you have a great sword with you. A fine weapon. You may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire an archer staff. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a great sword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow strong. A resounding success!
Moments. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Per chance. Do come again.
Just think. First our foes shall see of you will be an arrow in their breasts. May your arrows fell many a flying fiend.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads? Despite the hour, you know where to find me. Good evening, sir. I try.
Trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the...
Much obliged.
Well met, sir.
Lots to do. Have a precious little time.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Let's take it easy.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
This ladder can take us to new heights. Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?